Why did I get myself involved with this? Why?
Death number 1. Ragna's walking down the road when he noticed a carriage filled with barrels. He walks behind it and examines it more. This looks interesting, Ragna thought. Apparently he decided to figure out what was in those barrels, as he thought it could be Azure, which powers up his own BlazBlue. Ragna unloads the carriage. Unfortunately, the barrels topple all over him. They were so heavy that one barrel smashed Ragna's head, killing him. I guess Ragna thought those barrels could be unloaded safely. Well, wasn't that nice, having your head crushed by a barrel that probably has some Azure in it. I mean, I don't know whoever put, Azure in a barrel, but you know what? I guess the world may never know. Death number 2. Ragna was at a local bar in Kakatsuchi, wearing his monk disguise that Master Jubei had given him. He decided to get a few rounds of drinks at the barman behind the table. "Hey asshole, could you fetch me a couple of shots?" Ragna shouted rudely. "I'm damn thirsty." The bartender gave Ragna his drink aggressively. "Here you go, you selfish degenerate." Ragna drank his first shot, but his alcohol withdrawal kicked into his system and now he wanted more. "Hey asshole, I'm not finished, fetch me another shot." Okie dokie. He gave Ragna more shots of whiskey and Ragna felt dizzy. Eventually, several NOL soldiers walked into the bar talking to each other. Ragna was getting so drunk that he spouted out words that shocked the NOL soldiers. The NOL commander was mad. "Hey, watch your tongue, you drunkard." "Who cares? I'm Ragna the Bloodedge and I can say whatever the hell I want," he shouted again. "He's Ragna the Bloodedge?" The NOL commander was surprised. "Get him, boys!" Didn't Ragna's drunkenness push them that far? Rather ambiguous that he implies that Ragna was beaten to death this time. Death number 3. Ragna was bored. Like, really, he was. He noticed that Carl and Ada were there, so he decided to touch his sister. Ragna went up to his sister and touched her breasts. Carl was mad. "Excuse me, sir, but are you sexually harassing my sister?" Carl yelled. Ragna looked worried. No," Ragna excused. Carl didn't look too convinced. "Touch my sister again and you're dead meat," Carl frowned. Ragna touched Ada's breasts again, and this time Carl snapped. "Hey officers, there's a pervert that's sexually harassing my sister," Carl screamed. The NOL officers arrived with skeptical looks. "Sexual harassment, eh?" the NOL soldier said as he looked at Ragna. "What's your name, sir?" "Oh, I'm Bob the Monk, officer," Ragna replied. He frowned. "Let me look what's inside you." He uncovered Ragna's hood. "Oh my god, it's Ragna the Bloodedge!" The NOL officer was shocked, including Carl. The officer knocked Ragna unconscious, making them both laugh. Ragna really pulled his strings when he wanted to have some fun. So, like, Ragna, he felt up Nirvana? Felt up what? Death number 4. Ragna was at the Kaka village. He sees a bonfire in the center of the village and Ragna grew bored. "You know, why don't I just throw myself into the fire like an idiot?" he thought. He threw himself into the fire, killing him. The Kakas were shocked. "Good guy?" Tao Kaka's eyes widened with shock. There was no reply. Wow, no effort on Keyz here. Just jumped into a fire. Wish he could do that right about now. Death number 5. Ragna was at a local convenience store. He wanted to buy some snacks but didn't have any money, so he decided to shoplift. Ragna was about to make his way to the front entrance when a guy at the front counter called to him. "Excuse me, sir, would you like to pay for that?" he called. Ragna ignored him and continued to make his way. The clerk brought out his pistol. "I wouldn't try that if I were you," but Ragna ignored him even more. As Ragna pulled the door handle, he felt his heart stopped by the shot from a gun by the clerk. He fell to the floor, dead. I guess Ragna doesn't know how to shoplift. I guess you don't know how to stop being a dumbass. Death number 6. Ragna wanted to shoplift more snacks, but the clerk was preventing him. So Ragna decided to kill the clerk with a toy gun. "Ha! Take this, assholes!" Ragna pointed a gun at them, which only fired water. The 2 clerks were shot. "Ah, crap! Bring out the big guns, Tommy!" The 2 boys brought out Tommy guns and gunned Ragna down for good. Who knew that Ragna's stupidity could cost him his life? You can just see the creativity that Keyz has at his disposal. Now, how could Ragna shoplift more snacks if he was already dead from the previous one? Wait, what is this? Re-Zero? Death. Number 7. Ragna was having fun in the broken down apartment for no reason. He sees a broken power outlet that was fizzling. Ragna decides to touch it. Man, I wonder what hell electricity could feel like in my system. He touched the outlet, which sends him sparkling black and white. It stopped and Ragna was nothing but ash on the floor. Looks like you got electrocinerated. Yeah! Okay, first of all, I'm never going to do that again, and I kid you not, the yeah part is really in the story. Electrocinerated? Really? Death. Number 8. Ragna was bored, so he decided to watch the Teletubbies. 30 minutes into one episode, his chest was beginning to feel agony. Teletubbies come to play! The evil voice said to the viewers. Ragna got a heart attack and died on Vietnam soil. I knew those Teletubbies were evil bastards, coming out to TV to kill us, take our women, and urinate on our corpses. Death. Number 9. Ragna was in a spaceship with his friends. He had a maintenance man named Jerry, and all of Ragna's companions are with him. Then suddenly, Ragna decides to self-destruct the ship. He activates self-destruct mode on and relaxes in his chair. What's going on? Noelle was shocked. She was playing Go Fish with her friends. It seems that almost everyone was shocked as well. The whole ship's sirens were both flashing red and white. It seems the captain activated the self-destruct protocol, Jerry said. He spoke with a Texan accent. We all need to get off this ship. Y'all ready? Can't you just find a way to deactivate it? Tager asked him madly. Jerry shook his head. Sorry, partner, there's no other way for cancellation. It's out of order, Jerry said to everyone, including Tager. Everyone all aboard to the teleporter. They all went to Jerry's level 3 teleporter from Team Fortress 2. Hawkman was mad. So the beast has betrayed. A pity that he will have no choice but to die here. Everyone teleported away. Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1. Ragna still sat in his chair, still not giving a crap. Ragna barely had any time to say mommy before his entire fleet blew up. Wait a minute, if Ragna didn't care, why would he say mommy? Wait, I shouldn't say the word mommy, and might trigger Keyz. Death. Number 10. Ragna was inside one of his space pods when he realized he forgot to fill it with oxygen. Somewhere deep in space, Ragna was running out of air. He collapsed due to oxygen dysfunction. Damn it! Ragna passed out. Ragna should really use his air wisely. The dude spelled air A-E-I-R. Death. Number 11. Ragna was using his space pod again. This time it had oxygen, but was running out of fuel. Eventually, Ragna's fuel source ran out. His space pod was motionless in deep space. Come on, work, you SOB! He commanded. It did not respond. Then a meteor flew by and crashed into Ragna's space pod, blowing it up and incinerating him. Out of gas, eh? Too bad you didn't get a gift card from Outer Space Shell. Oh, I get it. That's how Ragna keeps repeating these events. There are possibilities of the Continuum Shift. Oh, wait. Keyz don't know what Continuum Shift is. Death. Number 12. Inside Imperator Izanami's ship, Ragna got to the main halls. He carefully tiptoed on the marble floors when he sees an ATM machine close by him. Ragna curiously decides to use the ATM machine. I mean, what could go wrong with this one? When Ragna tapped into the screen, there were 3 options. 1. Deposit. 2. Withdrawal. 3. Press this if you are an FAG and you have no life. Ragna chose the third since he cannot choose the former. He was greeted by a green ogre named Shrek. What are you doing in my swamp? It yelled madly. Ragna was confused. What the fuck? The ATM machine exploded and Ragna was nothing but ashes on the marble floor. Check yourself before you Shrek yourself. I swear you figured everyone would know that they should stay away from Shrek's swamp by now. And I feel like the third option gave us a sneak peek into Key's mental state. Death. Number 13. Okay, partner, you're almost there, Jerry said to him on the intercom. Just a little closer and you Izanami's ritual of Saddam Hussein's in there. Ragna arrived on a nearby wall in a nuclear power plant area in the Imperator's ship. He decided to wear jumping boots just to get him up on that ledge. The first jump failed to make, and by the time he landed on the ground, he jumped again, this time in a pool of acid. Ragna fell into a pool of acid, killing him. An NOL janitor looked at the pool and he was like, WTF? Ragna wearing jumping boots. Death, number 14. Ragna was bored, so he disguised himself as a fast food clerk at a local McDonald's in the Imperator's. Ragna waiting, he was greeted by an obese humanoid pumpkin named Hungry Pumpkin. I'm very hungry, it said. It came to the desk. Give me the sandwich, it said. Ragna loved the sandwich so much that he couldn't let it go. No way, asshole, get your own sandwich, freak. Ragna gave him the middle finger. Hungry Pumpkin was mad. I'm very hungry. It pounced on Ragna and began to brutally eat him alive. Hungry Pumpkin was happy. That was delicious. Hey, Keyz, you leave Hungry Pumpkin out of your terrible story. You shouldn't have to go through this suffering too, man.
Can't believe that was just 14 of them.